That's what I think this movie does so good. There's like three things it does very, very well. The action, the way they shoot it, the way Keanu Reeves prepared for it, that's top tier. The building up of who John Wick is with outside characters, like just by watching it in the beginning, you're like, who the fuck is John Wick? Because like all these people are so scared of him. One little inkling of him, they're like, oh, we don't want to touch that. Like, you fucking fucked with who? John Wick? Are you kidding me? They do that very well. And then like the way they shoot the scenes is very stylish. Like the movie is so pretty. Like the way they shoot the action is awesome. So like they film it nice, but also the cinematography behind it, the lighting, the colors, it gives you that classic action vibe. Like with the, blue look, the teal look, it's very much classic action, but they do it so well.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought the colors were cool. I agree with everything that you said. I thought the fight scenes were really, really good. And I felt like in the fourth one, what I hated was the 20-minute long fight scene. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, can we get on with it? But
that's crazy when you think about those fight scenes, they're all kind of long. They don't cut very often because this movie essentially changed the way action movies were made. Before, like there's always like a phase in movies, like they have a certain style they do. Even the same thing when it goes to trailers, always like you can tell whatever genre the movie was by how the trailer was edited because like they just like had the style of the time. And so for a long time there, like in the 2000s, the style of action was like quick cuts. And there's this really, really funny clip of Liam Neeson in like the third Taken movie. And he's an old man. He's not who he used to be, right? And so the scene is him jumping over a fence. And like it's literally like 27 cuts of him jumping over this fence. That's not a fact, 27 cuts, but it's like so many cuts. Yeah. You're like, oh my God. And he jumps over one fence. You're like, God, we'll pull it up here in a second. It's so funny, but this movie, so that style of the quick cutting action, that stemmed from the Jason Bourne movies of like, it was so quick cut actions where it felt like you were in a fight because it was so quick, but that was done well. And when, filmmakers that aren't very good then try to mimic that style, you can use that quick cutting style to hide bad action.
Yeah.
But this movie, the guys that directed it are stuntmen. And so, their whole life is action. That's where they get their jobs, is through action. And so they wanted to show the action, to show the stuntmen of like how they perform in these scenes. And so having Keanu Reeves train for it, so that way they can then set the camera down, have you watch the action. So then you truly see how badass John Wick is just by the pure moves he's doing on screen. It's not hidden. It's believable. Like everything is so believable.
Yeah. Yeah. When he falls hard.
Right.
It's like you feel it. Yeah, I didn't know that it was directed by stuntmen.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
One of the guys that directed it, I think it's Chad Stahelski, something like that. He was Keanu Reeves' stuntman in the Matrix movies.
Oh, nice.
So he picked him.
Yeah.
This movie. And so like, you're right though, the action does hit so hard. That's what's also cool about it. Maybe that's another one of the points of why this movie is so good, because the action is so believable because he gets hurt. He runs out of ammo.
Yeah.
People beat him up and stop him. Like he's not this like Superman invincible character. He's just a man that's just extremely badass.
Dude, it's really funny whenever he runs out of bullets and he's like, man. Yeah.
Like when he's in the red circle and he's like laying up against the pillar and he like, he goes to whip for his magazine. He's out. He's like, fuck.
Yeah.